thieves forgetting that the cameras never blink.
Hello, this is Deep Sentinel Security. Need to put that package back now.
And robbers realizing all eyes are on them. Here's what happens when wannabe criminals go head-to-head with karma. This guy silently grabbed a few items from the drugstore, and though no one was watching, but people at the store sensed his intentions. They immediately called the authorities and made him drop everything he planned to steal. A thief walked in with overconfidence, acting like he had it all figured out. But the store manager was already one step ahead. With quick thinking, she quietly secured the exits and guided everyone else out. What followed wasn't just a failed robbery. It was a silent standoff that left the thief completely isolated and exposed. Traffic was already congested when a thief attempted to steal from car, but one man's quick thinking saved the day. Before he could get away, a biker appeared and forcefully stopped him, ending the robbery in seconds. Quick action prevented what could have been a dangerous situation on the road. These three had a perfect plan of stealing from a store at night, but what came their way was something they could never expect. In an instant, fog filled the space, quickly blinding the thieves. Disoriented and unable to see, they fled the scene. A man tried to make a fast getaway with a bag full of stolen goods, but the store staff were faster. They took the bag from him, and now he's the one pleading. When trouble hit this town, the cowboy wasn't far behind. This guy tried to cause chaos at a convenience store, but quickly learned heroes still ride in real life. Messing with the wrong person? That's a mistake you don't forget anytime soon. Attempting a theft right in front of law enforcement is a bold move, and this guy still did that. Within moments, the suspect went from blending in with the crowd to being swiftly taken into custody. Walking into a church to commit a robbery was his first critical error. Expecting no resistance, he underestimated the people inside. What he got instead was a swift, unified response from a congregation that wasn't about to stand by quietly. These two guys broke in thinking it'd be a quick grab and go. But the shop owners did something incredible. They slipped out the back, locked the front, and left them to learn the hard way. Turns out, getting trapped was the only discount they'd be getting that day. Getting away is the whole point, until you get so caught up in the loot, you block the only way out, with the exit shut tight behind them. These three burglars had to work hard to get out of the jewelry store. But luck was definitely not on their side that day. With their faces caught on camera, they were arrested just a few hours later. Not sure what made this guy think stealing a meal delivery robot was a smart move. He was caught hauling that heavy machine in broad daylight, and it wasn't exactly smooth. They tried to waltz into a jewelry store like they owned the place, but the quick-thinking clerk locked them out before they could even grab a display. Crime stopped before it started? Now that's a rare kind of preview.
Allez, descendez! Descendez!
These two thought stealing the car would be easy, until the engine roared. The Uber driver hit the accelerator, and one after another took unbelievable turns that eventually made the robber jump out of the car.
No! No! Let's trip!
A guy walked in thinking he had the upper hand, but she was already 2 steps ahead. With calm focus and cops on speed dial, she shut things down fast. What started as bold turned into instant regret. This woman thought dressing the part would be her ticket past security, but surveillance had other plans. Each layer she shed uncovered more than just clothes. It exposed her entire scheme. Like a human Russian doll, every reveal brought her closer to a confrontation she couldn't escape.
Oh my.
You can leave this in here if you're going to pay for all this. I have you on camera. Put it down.
Sure.
Yeah, you're not going to get another card.
Nothing stings more than getting caught and realizing no one feels sorry for you. This woman tried to act upset, like she was the victim, but nobody was buying it. She picked the wrong place for games and got a hard dose of reality instead.
This is all ours. Take it off.
Get off of me, please.
Take it off. Bye. Get out. Go.
The moment this little girl saw her mother in danger, instinct took over. Without a second thought, she charged in like a fearless protector. The thief didn't stand a chance. One swift move was all it took to show he'd picked the wrong family to mess with. This thief thought he'd walk out with free clothes during a store sale, but ended up locking himself inside instead. Kicking the door didn't help, and neither did the panic. That's what happens when a sloppy exit turns into a full-blown arrest plan. A shopkeeper, Nisar Ahmed, was ready to shut down for the night, but got surprised by two troublemakers trying to raid his shop. Minutes later, the cops showed up, only to find Ahmed had already handled the situation like a pro. No backup needed when you're that prepared. And guys, this might be the funniest fail ever caught on camera. The thief strolls in, sure he's about to grab the cash, but ends up getting caught so badly, his toupee literally flies off. Bet losing that wig stung worse than the whole robbery flop. In Lafayette, Louisiana, two thieves walked into the same store targeting the exact same item at the same time. Their lack of coordination didn't just expose their plan, it made it easier for authorities to act. What was meant to be a quick steal turned into a fast track to jail. In Punjab, a man tried to scam a finance company and make off with cash, but before the police could step in, the public did. The crowd reacted fast, stopping him in his tracks. In a place where trust runs deep, he learned the hard way there's no walking away unnoticed. This guy picked the wrong time and the wrong store. As the thief tried to walk off with a basket full of meat, an off-duty officer was already walking in. No shouting, just one swift move to stop the theft cold, right at the door.
A man broke into an animal shelter in Sacramento, but he didn't try to steal cash. It's true, he really tried to steal gumballs.
And this guy decides to break into an animal shelter, but not for the usual reasons. Nope, he's after the gumball machine. Fast forward, and all he walks away with is his bruised ego, and definitely not any candy. Thinking the shop was empty, this thief had no clue a sharp-eyed mechanic was already tracking every move. What seemed like an easy grab turned fast into a full-blown regret. In no time, the thief was calling for help. This time, not to escape, but to get out of the mess he walked into. In Perth's Beachboro suburb, a man walked into a bottle shop just after 11 a.m., grabbed a 12-pack of drinks, and headed for the door, only to find it locked. CCTV captured the entire failed attempt as he was forced to turn back and return the items. One quiet lock delivered a loud message: not every exit leads to Frito. In under 30 seconds, this attempted robbery came crashing down. The man walked in with intent, but quickly realized nothing was going his way. Instead of forcing it, he simply gave up and walked out. No resistance, no chaos. Just a quiet retreat when reality set in fast.
I'm Officer Scown with the Eatontown Police.
We just gotta ask you to come outside with us, okay?
A woman came looking for a milk extractor, but thought she could walk out without paying. Props to the cops for handling it smoothly, because dodging the bill isn't exactly how you get ready for motherhood. Sometimes, life's lessons come with a reality check.
You have a receipt for the pump?
Yo se lo pagué aparte, sí.
A young man made a reckless choice that quickly turned into a full-blown disaster. Caught in the act, his attempt fell apart within seconds. The consequences weren't just legal. They came with a heavy dose of public embarrassment that likely left a mark much deeper than the initial mistake.
You gonna pay for that? Huh? You gonna pay for that?
Yeah.
When?
Huh?
You gonna pay for it?
This elderly woman wasn't about to let chaos ruin her day. The moment trouble showed up, she stepped in without hesitation. No yelling, no panic, just firm action and a clear message. Respect isn't optional. She proved age has nothing to do with standing your ground when it matters most.
Come on.
Get out.
Come on.
Get out.
Tired of phone snatchers running wild, one man set a clever trap, and what happened next was pure satisfaction. Let's just say karma showed up in full force, serving a lesson these thieves won't forget anytime soon. That's what happens when you mess with the wrong guy.
Don't do that. Come here, come here. Go. There. Take it. There.
This attempted break-in quickly turned into a disaster. Covered head to toe and thinking he was untouchable, the suspect struggled with the very basics, like getting through the door. Even his own disguise worked against him. You know how it goes. Some men think they can outsmart any situation, until they run into a woman who's had enough of that nonsense. She didn't even flinch, just took him down like it was nothing. That's what happens when you underestimate the wrong person.
I
don't know if this is for you.
A bold-armed robber tried the old delivery disguise trick, but this Connecticut homeowner wasn't fooled. When the intruder showed up, ready to strike, they were met with a swift shove that sent the plan crashing down. Some threats aren't shadows in the dark, they're people who lurk in daylight. In 2023, a man with a zip-tie noose tried to snatch a barista through her drive-through window. Her quick reflexes saved her from something that could have cost her life. And look at this man caught on camera and served with a sentence. And this man thought he would slip out unnoticed, but his exit plan had one major flaw, and that was the homeowner coming home early. The next thing he knew, he was being forced towards the exact same door.
Everybody get down! Get me out of the money!
In Atlanta, a man attempted to rob a nail salon, but what he didn't expect was total indifference. Customers stayed calm, ignored his threats, and carried on as if nothing was happening. Tired of begging for money, the poor guy at last decided to leave.
Everybody give me everything!
This guy tried the old tunnel and shovel trick, but his plan caved, literally. He didn't even make it to the vault before getting stuck underground. Instead of cuffs, firefighters showed up just to dig him out of his own failed job. The thieves thought they had the perfect moment, but the owner's timing was even better. Just as the robbery was in motion, the owner entered the scene, catching one of them off guard and turning their plan into a total fail. Sometimes, luck favors the prepared.
Get the fuck out of my goddamn porch.
And this robbery attempt was less of a getaway and more of a wake-up call. A woman caught breaking into a car quickly realized this neighborhood wasn't the place to pull a fast one. The guy quickly came outside his house and taught this woman a good lesson.
Don't make me go to jail. I'm fucking handing you the judge, you fucking bitch.
Only in Siberia would you see someone stop a robbery with a broom. The guy tried to play tough, even flashed pepper spray to scare the lady, but it all turned on him, and now he's stuck with a broom-shaped reminder of how things can go sideways fast. For this would-be thief, the shop seemed ripe for the picking until Sergeant Hernandez showed up at the perfect moment. Looks like the badge doesn't have an off switch, even off duty. And this guy went from, "I'm gonna take your ride," to, "Hey man, is that really you?" in record time. Just imagine the shock. Like, are we carjacking or catching up on old times? In the end, he just gave up and walked away. Talk about a strange but sweet moment. The suspect tried to bluff his way through a robbery, pretending to have a weapon, but the security guard matched his energy, calm, focused, and equally convincing. In just 1 second, the tension flipped. The moment the bluff was called, the suspect froze. The act ended there. No weapon, no escape, no win. This dude must have thought he was in the right spot, but found out real quick he picked the wrong store with the wrong target. One move, and he got flattened faster than a pancake on Sunday. A guy went for the quick grab, but the bag had a mind of its own. It whipped him back like a slingshot. He practically ended up kissing the floor. The package survived. His ego, not so much. That alarm went off like a horror movie jump scare. He hadn't even stepped 2 feet inside before sprinting like he was running the final lap. No package grabbed, no time to think, just an echo of panic as he left his dignity at the door. That moment when your best laid plan turns into a walk of shame? Oh, it's priceless. He just froze, dropped the box like it was cursed, and practically erased the whole scene from his brain. 5 minutes of glory turned into a lifetime of, maybe I shouldn't have done that. A calm evening turned chaotic in a snap. She didn't even blink. One loud warning, and the carjackers chose to run like they signed up for a marathon. Who knew a bit of confidence and a few noises could do what muscle usually does? Car safe, dignity intact. This man swung hard like pitching a fastball, but the window wasn't having it. The rock bounced back with a smack of pure cartoon-level disrespect. Let's just say, this guy got schooled by a pane of glass. Not the comeback he was hoping for. Police weren't even hunting a thief, but just cruising the usual route. Suddenly, there he was, caught red-handed like a deer in headlights. Talk about bad timing. The cuffs went on before he could blink. Getting caught is bad, but getting caught by surprise? That's next level unlucky. These thieves tried to intimidate, but the driver stayed cool as ice. Instead of backing down, he pushed back hard. Meanwhile, the thieves fumbled around, clueless how to even get the car moving. All that effort wasted. Turns out they forgot the basics of driving stick shift. The thief swung again and again, 6 solid hits, but the window wouldn't budge. Instead of a smooth getaway, the would-be escape artist put on a public spectacle. No luck, just loud noises and a whole lot of wasted energy. The gang thought they had her trapped, circling the car like pros, but she hit reverse, stepped on the gas, and left them stunned. Just a bunch of confused extras in her escape scene. No panic here. Just a slick exit, worthy of applause. While others stood still, she acted fast, leaping onto the hood of her moving SUV without hesitation, holding on with everything she had. Her bold move forced the carjackers to ditch the vehicle. She got her car back, not through luck, but fearless determination. That moment defined real-world courage under pressure. This guy tried grabbing a mom's keys, thinking it'd be easy, but a Chick-fil-A worker stepped up, saying, "My pleasure," and took him down like it was routine. Talk about customer service, served with a side of instant justice. No backup was needed, just a calm taxi driver who wasn't about to be a victim. When the robbers made their move, the driver took control, making sharp turns and speeding up fast. His quick thinking left the robbers confused and scared, turning their robbery into a complete fail. The thieves tried repeatedly to trap him, but he kept accelerating, refusing to be caught. When they finally boxed him in under the bridge, he found an opening and slipped away, leaving them stunned and outmaneuvered. His quick thinking turned the tables in a high-stakes chase. Well, this wasn't a smooth getaway. It was a tug-of-war where only one side fought. Her grip on that bike stayed rock solid. The thief walked away empty-handed, carrying nothing but bruised pride and a lesson in stubbornness he won't forget anytime soon. This guy skipped the alarm and went straight for the wake-up call. When the thief smashed the window, bam! A flashing light show hit him like a surprise party nobody wanted. What was supposed to be a quick grab turned into a blink-and-regret moment. The plan was simple. Break in, not break down. But one solid punch sent this thief flying like the walls didn't matter. Forget escaping. He'd need directions just to track down what was left of his pride after that knockout.
It's a dark gray Mazda 6 driven by a black male.
He aimed for a fast and furious escape, but ended up more flipped than fast. After the spin, the real finish line appeared. Flashing lights, and a big reality check. Guess some lessons about seatbelts and consequences come with a twist.
Star 11, signal 4, fire rescue.
I copy vehicle signal 4.
You better stop, you little...
You're taking my property.
Well, you know, there's been a lot of comings and goings of UPS trucks in this neighborhood.
She stepped onto the porch acting like it was all hers, not knowing the cameras were already rolling.
What about that?
A lot of packages coming to this house particular. Well, something's going on in there. Something's going on in there.
The footage went viral, and soon enough, so did the arrival of the police. Not exactly the welcome she was hoping for.
Ow! Oh my God! You killed me!
One moment he's sneaking off with stolen goods, the next he's sprawled on the pavement like a clumsy dancer. Karma showed up quick and chilly, right on the hard ground. Baltimore's latest porch thief barely got started before the stairs had other plans. Face first, right onto the steps. Package snatch? Nope. Smooth getaway? Not even close. Looks like the universe wasn't having any of it. Send that one right back. The thief scored the loot, but forgot one thing, fitting it in the getaway car. Without a plan, the goods stayed behind, stuck like a clumsy game of Tetris. Proof that sometimes crime doesn't pay, especially when packing skills are missing. Porch pirates usually dodge cameras, but this time it was the lighting that got him. The guy tangled with the fixtures, taking a hit nobody saw coming. Result? No package, just a swift reminder that even home decor can fight back.
Hey, I see you.
Hello?
Yeah, right here. I see you. Do you see me?
The thief leaned in close, hand outstretched, but the Ring camera's glowing light stopped him cold. That single flash felt like a warning, and just like that, he vanished, like the camera saw right through him and scared him off for good.
Set it down. Set it down. Set it down. Okay? No. Listen to me. Go get him.
What started as a quick snatch turned into a full-on scramble. One step outside, and this thief ran straight into a homeowner charging like an Olympic sprinter. Suddenly, grab and go became panic and drop it. Game over before it even began. Fed up with thieves, this guy set a clever trap. A box filled with his big dog's leftovers. The thief cracked it open like a jackpot, but got hit with the stench first, and regret right after. Not quite the treasure they expected.
Hello, this is Deep Sentinel Security. Need to put that package back now.
The thief didn't expect the Porch to speak up. A sudden warning about the camera made him pause and rethink everything. In the end, the package stayed right where it was, probably rattled by all the unexpected eyes on it. He reached for the package, thinking he was in the clear. Then her sharp shout stopped him cold. Without hesitation, he returned it so fast it was like he was dodging an invisible threat, then took off running like the ground was lava. He chose the fast track to trouble, brandished a knife, but before he could even grab 5 items, he found himself flat out on the floor. Turns out, the meat aisle packed more punch than he bargained for.
Open your jacket before I whoop your ass in the store.
One look from Mom changed everything. The guy quickly went from thief to unpaid store clerk, putting the items back with a mix of shame and guilt. That's the kind of power only a mom's glare can bring.
You going to jail. She had a right to call the police. Yeah.
Let's move towards our subscribers' pick of the day. Oh, this was the kind of scene that went from funny to embarrassing in no time. Picture it. A young girl in a clothing store had her eyes on a gorgeous dress worn by a mannequin. She decided she needed that dress, but instead of slipping it off, she tried to steal the whole mannequin. She tugged, pulled, and even dragged it across the floor like it was part of a new workout routine. But that mannequin wasn't budging. Eventually, she gave up and dropped it right in the middle of the store, clumsy and loud. Then the store owner came out, scooped it up like it was no big deal, and placed it back. Total fail moment, caught in 4K. See you next time.